First of all, I just want to start off by saying thank you, God. Um, you know, every day as my body is decaying and I'm losing my health, and it's a very slow process. And I think the reason why it's a slow process is they just try to maximize target individuals as much as they can. That's why we do. We're not just killed immediately. I think that it's beneficial purposes of just maintaining the guy or the woman that's the target individual as long as they can, so they can maximize the subjects in the sense of get out of everything they can out of one test subject. And so that's what they do. um, but the truth is, as they slowly put me into this like state of unhealthiness, some of them have become unhealthy, some of them have died in the process. So for me, I'm like, man, drag as long as you can, so just as much as you can, just take as much as your life. It's becoming almost biblical. These people don't even, it's like they lose focus of like life for themselves. I was like, do you think I want you to go live a life where you just live a dignified, honorable life? No, I want trash to be true and trash stuff for the rest of their life. And let me be this clairvoyant person who just said the obvious as I'm decaying away. It's okay. It's okay. You've seen it firsthand, what I've said, in ways that just sounds almost like clairvoyant. And I'm not clairvoyant. I don't have superpowers. I can tell you the future. No, I'll just say the obvious. You dedicate your time in this foulness. You watch how foulness get to you. You dedicate your life in breaking people down and slowly killing them. Watch how you can slowly die. And I'm saying that with very, very real stuff happening around me. You can find some references. Right? You can push people to kill themselves, and watch, maybe one day you're the one killing yourself. It's been a long process of just me being validated over and over and over, and this trash becoming more trash and compromising themselves even more, being just disgusting, sending this trash. My fear is that this thing can wrap up faster if these clowns do their things, because at the end of the day, I've understood the state of my health. Not really good. Terminal, perhaps. So you're gonna test some terminal person to see how far he's gonna go. That person might just accept to end things early. Well, your clown ass still playing your gimmicks. It's okay. I don't want to be that terminal person ending up wrapping up things fast, but sometimes there's so much you can do. Now, with that being said, I'm always going to start with this saying, thank you, God. Thank you. Because living the life of this trash in these bottom feeders, these nothings that come in all shape or form with the psyop and the gimmicks and the facades and the clown and the trolling of like a childlike individual try to gaslight you. I'm like, thank you, God, I didn't grow up or be involved in this trash. They empower the nothingness of this in this program, and this nothingness are just the bottom feeders in a program where they're just using us as test subject. That's why I keep, like in this program, you're going to hear a lot of target individuals talk about a lot of the people interacting with you via V2K, which is the voice to skull technology. They sound like annoying teenagers, like trolling childlike individual. Right? And those people, and I've seen them, and you should see some of the videos. Oh my gosh, literally, it's so easy to kind of depict how these people are, and not really mysterious, but trying to sound mysterious. Some of them have issues that even hearing their voices, like you have a problem in your life that you're just escaping in this thing, and they want you to think, yeah, it's just exposed to you and this and that. I was like, you're just being exposed for the clowns that you guys are. Bottom feeders working for pedophiles that sacrifice these retards of teenage kids who's supposed to, because I'm being told I'm being framed with kids. Some shit, excuse my language. Some of these retards are telling me, oh, I'm 13 years old. And sometimes I'm like, I'm having conversation at work with people. When I say work, is really big quotes around that. And it's like they like start whispering, she's 13. I'm like, who? The kid that pretending to get the kid that is pretending to getting raped is 13 years old? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're referring? It's trashiness. It's like, yes, fuck their life up. Excuse my language, but F their life up. This trash, and let them grow up to be the proper trash they were born to be. And make it look like they're just some fierceness of just be braveness. No, trash of majestic trash. There's kids that can live in the parents that can have poverty of a level of eating from the trash, but will never have their kids pretend to get raped. While this trash might live in the most comfortable stating and having their own kids act like they're being raped. That's majestically trashy. It's magical. But hey, if these people, these childlike individuals, or these adults people want to come near me, playing their games and letting them live their fantasy, it's not going to happen the way you think it's going to happen. The method acting is not going to work well. That's all I'm just saying. The way that you think that if you act a certain way and the reality, I'm telling you, reality will be set at that moment. Reality will be set at that moment. Whatever behavior you do, your thing. I'm telling you, you're gonna play your little gimmicks, thinking that the gimmicks that you're playing is gonna make it a real reality, and it's gonna be the opposite. It's gonna be a new reality happening in that moment. Now, this trash have been, doing this nasty manipulation, and I love the fact that there's so much I can put in their faces to just put them down for the low life that they are, the trash that they are. They wanted to sound so fierce. Yeah, we're gonna register you. You trash. You can't even say Roy Moore openly. You can't say a pedophile, a man that's raping 14-year-old in front of me openly. You have to say in your fierce way, your daring way, which is the cowardly way that you can imagine. You're just a bottom feeders working for entities where they have problem with pedophilia to the point where there's a bill created. Like, this is amazing. You trash that here, torturing children, killing children, and then sending these fucking retards of clowns to me and told me I will slap the life out of you. For all the kids that are dying in torture in this program, come over here with your fantasy. I say this every day because I stand on this. This is something I need to reinforce reality as falsified reality is being reinforced. Now, as a target individual, one thing that I deal with, and other target individual deal with, not just me, is how they're altering your brain. Now, these gimmick clowns rewire and alter your brain. And then it's like, yeah, we'll just expose your brain. And it's like, yeah, so you. And they have these gimmick things that's just so, listen, it's not funny in the sense of like, it's annoying, it's disturbing, it's disorienting, it's agitating. But it's funny because it's so obvious. It's almost comical. They manipulate you and they look at their phones like, yeah. And you almost want to laugh. It's like, Jesus, how obvious. Come on. Oh. It's like, no, I'm just assessing your phone. I'm assessing your brain. Oh, I'm looking at my phone by assessing. Okay, so you want me to look at you assessing, huh? Because you're so assessing. Oh my gosh, I see so much assessing. Gimmicks. And I'm like, who would ever think, is it clear that you want me to see you looking at your phone because you want me to think that this is some proof that we're not manipulating your brain? I'm looking at it. It's like, I know what you're looking at. Well, let me just say this again. I know that you want me to look at you looking at your phone because you want me to think, oh my gosh, I've just been experiencing something that is not manipulated. Look at how she's looking at the phone. Clowns. And the routine, they have this little interaction between them. It's like, yeah, no, she exposed them. She's so exposed them. Oh my God. Grown men, these clowns, man. I keep thinking about this. When at the office, I deal with people who are so nobodies, right? Extremely nothings. In the sense that they're not even working in the same company as I am. right? But basically, because it's a building where there's multiple companies working in one building. This guy he has not, and he's tried to gaslight me. And if anything, he's like, clown, I'm gonna say something to shut you down, okay? You're a grown fucking retard. Go over there, draw something, okay? If you want to get a reaction, you will get a reaction. But please, I'm not a tough guy. But you're going to turn me into something else. I don't want to be that something else. And you're such a nobody. It's just scary. And so it's a lot of manipulation of my mind. You've seen the videos. Every time I see these children stimulation, from the little one that you saw yesterday was so disgusting. I'll bring it that back up, and to the older kids. And I'm like, yesterday was just this little girl that. So when they do that to the little baby ones, the little not even teeny. They want me to use the word teeny because it's something they try to rewire in this, not even rewire, try to like utilize something that stupidity. It's a lot of mind games and stupidityness. That's why it's comical. Like sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I'm really, like, you want to laugh and you want to cry at the same time. The left is how stupid things are in your brain. The way they want you to reason in this idiotic way, in almost mentally retarded way. And it's also annoying. But they do that to the little babies. So the teenage shit over there, or not even the teenage kids, because some of them are just regular. It's just an ad. So has nothing to do with these kids. They stimulate me and try to make me subscribe to this nasty manipulation. And the reason why the teeny thing was something they wanted me to say thing. The reason why teeny was something that I was forced to say is because when I was watching adult content, there was this woman with a bunch of tattoo on her arm and whatever. And as I look at that, a title comes like teen something. I'm like, I changed that. You know how there's like a thing for teen whatever. They're adult, but the titles goes that way. I was like, oh, what the hell? I got out of it. It's like, oh, teeny, you want a teeny? Dumb shit. And so they actually bring real teenage retards around me and try to be like, nah, teenage. Retardation. And they are really reinforcing this state of retardation. It's amazing. I'm at the office here. I hear this woman, teeny. Truly want you to be a freaking retard. That's why you can laugh. And you hear this trash, yeah, pedophile. Yo, retarded ass trash. Go pretend you're getting raped, you dumb fuck. Excuse my language, target individual. I use this language because it's just the agitation. You hear clowns, you hear, yeah. And they get frustrated because a lot of them are like actual they're actually teenagers. Have you seen a frustrated teenage kid when reality is put in their face and she get mad like, yeah, pedophile. And then Jane is like, you're a retard. You're a freaking retard. Don't let these fucking clowns over there throw a battery in your fucking back and you come near me with your retardation and something happens. These clowns at the office, some of them don't even want to talk to me because they're like, attending. Trash in the office, they can't even say the name of a pedophile that was picking up 14-year-old kids. But they're here that they try to manipulate the things that is from an adult with tattoos and everything else, and all of a sudden the title team is like, oh, obviously that's retarded. Target Mitchell will stay strong. But they manipulate me in these degrading ways. And they want to sell this manipulation as if I'm not being manipulated. And so they do that to the youngest, to the oldest kids. Babies to like teenage kids. Sometimes young adult, just because they want to present that narratives like, oh, just because she's a retard. Now, obviously, I've seen 20-some-year-old, even like young adults in a sexual way, but they do that on purpose just to present this facade. And they try like, yeah, this model, and it's like, okay, yeah, okay. You're forcing me to have this nastiness. I know who I am. Of course, I've seen some models in the sexual ways. Some young adult models, of course. You are forcing me toward these retards, this teenage trash. They come near me, there's gonna be a problem. You have teenage kids pretending to get raped because you know that in reality, this shit come near me, it's gonna be a problem. So you're gonna falsify reality because you know in reality that this trash will not even come near me. I will not even get near this. That will never even get close to happen. So you create this disgustingness because this trash are involved in a program that kills and tortures women and children. This is what this is about. We're just test subjects, and we suffer in this program. Now the manipulations. Yesterday, they make me think of this fitness model who was like 19, 20 years old to try to make me accept. So today it's funny, and they create this like mental battles because it has become to the point where they even like try to get like it's just your brain has gone to a state of retardation that's I don't even know how to say it's just so stupid. It's just moronic is something else. And on top of that, it's you add the stupidity of a teenage trash trying to convince you this thing. Oh my gosh. One who's saying she's pretending she get raped, that apparently we're having an interaction with her. I'm having interaction with her. She's, can you imagine? And I'm like, anyways, first of all, to say the least, her life is effed up already. Can you imagine teenager pretending to get raped? Clairvoyancy here. But the way they even try to create mental battles, for example, this is what happened. Let me see if I can pull that up. I see these ads. Immediately I'm like, they look like teenager. And they do look like they are teenagers, and they stimulate me. And I'm like, they look like teenagers, like they're teens, right? I say they're kids to me. And then I looked at it, I was like, yes, it's a teen ad, some kind of ad for teen. And I then took a screenshot. I was like, oh, you see, you have to like confirm. And that was the mental battle. I was like, yeah, you had to. It was like trash. You're just a bunch of retard. And then I took it like this another teenager, like in the ad. And they try to play with my brain. They do that to younger kids. And yesterday was this disgusting thing here. Oh my gosh. Let me just bring up. This is the singer that I follow on Instagram. She's a great singer, very beautiful woman, very, very, very appealing woman. Let me just show you how stupid, not even how stupid, how disturbing this thing is. This is her. This is the kid that they wanted me to look at in a sexual way. That's how foul things get. So when they do this to this teenage retard trash, I'm like, get your damn ass away. They're out here doing that to these babies. They're out here hyping up these retards with these dumb ways of trying to reason my brain to accepting this thing. But purpose, I couldn't even say the name of this man who was raping 14-year-old kids when they have 14-year-old kids here pretending to get raped. And they're like, you're gonna get raped. It's like, my life is over. You're getting raped or not raped, I swear it's not gonna change anything here. Things are done. You're slowly killing me. If I scream before that happens, it's done. It's okay. You, what the F can happen to you can be even worse. You have so much time in your life for the worst of the worst to happen in your life. But it's okay. Trash growing up like you just mess. They just destroy the life of teenagers. In hope to see me scream. What do I have to lose? I can run to it. I can do things to myself. At this point, can you imagine talking to somebody who's terminally ill and be like, yeah, they're gonna do that, this and that, that. You think they even think that far? They're in the moment accepting death. You think they are not that you're gonna scream. This like, okay. It's like for me, just to understand, has to imagine somebody has a cancer and has a few months left to live, and then you tell that you're gonna do that, you're gonna do that. You see how little, like, it doesn't hit as much, right? It doesn't. It loses its purpose of kind of putting fear in it. It's like, well, and then I die. I'm dying already. Okay, God give me strength for the sufferance, but see, me worrying about that at this point is so not. Wow, this trash. Oh, apparently they have a long life ahead of them. It's like, yo, my gosh, you on the other hand, a little scratch can be like the woo. It could be like, who knows, like a little disease that can just, a little flu can just put fear in your mind that there's another level. Me, well, I mean, you see me walking toward people with a machete. So what do you? Come on, bring your dumb ass here. Fuck your life up. Go pretend you're getting raped to watch how your future looks like. Target individuals stay strong and see these trash for what they are. Do not identify with these manipulations. Understand the clowns that are around you have no shame in their disgusting trash. You could have been like them. That's why I say always, thank you, God. You could have lived a life like the trash that do these things. Easy life. Comfortable life. Oh, evil Nesta is so facilitated. You could... That could have been you. I know it's easy to say I won't partake in that. It's like, okay, look how easy it is to do the evil. I'm so thankful I didn't even have the option to do this. It could have been like, yeah, she's 13 years old. We set up. I was like, Jesus. Or being the office teeny, be an idiot. We're working for government entities with pedophilia issue, while this man says a pedophile guy who's out here raping teenies, 14s. Well, this trash, I just tried to use this stupidity of like this adult content woman who was like a full tattoo, of course an adult. Where I don't know where once you click on it you see like, oh, the name of it, because there's so many people who look for teeny stuff. Like this Wheezy person. Clown. Target individuals stay strong and see this trash for what they are.